Buongiorno, Variostick here. Where are we today? Well, actually, it's not really about where we are. It's about what we're doing. And we're on a house tour. I've done one of these before and they're great fun. And it's nice to see people's houses, what they intend to do with the project, if it is a project, and why they moved where they did. We're actually in Gissi, which is in south central Abruzzo. I have been here on the village tour in the past. It's a lovely, lovely place, some fantastic views. You've got the sea on one side and you've got the mountains on the other. If you want me to do a house tour for your project or your home, then please drop me a line. The Variostick email address appears at the end, and maybe we can put something in the schedule. It'd be rather interesting to hear your story. As I said, some great views. Unfortunately, it's a bit misty today. I think it's probably just dust. It's been so dry for so long around here that it does spoil the kind of long range view. I can see the mountains. I don't know whether the GoPro will pick it up. Hopefully so. The particular house that we're going to see today was purchased just a few months ago, really. A little bit of work to do to it, but it's something that the owners are doing over time, no rush. It's certainly got a great view from their rear balcony. You know, something that people definitely are looking for. Since we were here last, which probably now might have been a couple of years ago actually, I should do a revisit because the mayor here is really pushing hard to make this place look really nice, and they've gone to a lot of trouble. Like here, for example, this has literally been done, well, a few weeks ago. So they've laid new pavements, new roads. I know he's done a lot of work on the outside of the town, sprucing up the old walls and the castle and stuff. And you know, it looks really nice. This is a lovely renovation here, number 6, beautifully done. You know, and the whole feel of Gissi is one of a relaxed, easygoing, typical Abruzzo town. The walk down to the house is a little bit steep, but you can get a car down here actually. So, well, we can see a car there, look. So, you know, if you've got your shopping and stuff, it's easily get-atable. So that makes it a lot easier. And I tell you something, it's a lot cooler down here in the shade. That's for sale. East End property, 3 stories by the looks of things. Plenty of balconies. On the other side, the views will be stunning. Same on this side, one there for sale. So plenty of properties, plenty of projects. Let's find the house in question. Push the door open and see what we can see. The first place we come to is, I suppose, what we might call an entrance hall. It's lovely and cool in here as well. There's a fireplace, so that's going to keep you nice and warm in the winter. And then there's a little entrance door or an entranceway into what the owners are using as their dining room. A bit echoey in here. A lot of the furniture, by the way, is original. It was left by the previous owners. So it's in keeping with Abruzzo, I guess, and the traditions of Italy. That's nice. Leading on from the dining room is the main living room or living area. Also doubles as the kitchen. So I've got a gas cooker here. I think that's LPG or GPL as it's called in Italy. Nice big room. Traditional tiled floors, which is something that people like to see. Very convenient, very easy to maintain. Again, several items that were left by the previous owner. so that maintains a nice feel to the place. Off the main living area, we have a bathroom, which is in there. It's got a bath and a loo and a sink and whatever. Yeah. And in here is one of the 2 bedrooms. I'm going to turn the light on, might help, possibly. And a fabulous bed. Look at the headboard on that. That's very 1930s, isn't it? Or 1960s perhaps, I don't know. Nice bedside cabinets. And through the original lace curtains, net curtains, is a Juliet balcony with a fantastic view. Again, we have the tiled floors in the bathroom, in the bedroom. I'm going to maintain that look throughout. As I say, very convenient just to brush and mop them. Also off this area is the stairway in marble that leads to the 2nd bedroom and the main bathroom. This bedroom is a favourite of mine. It's absolutely huge. That bed, the GoPro doesn't do it justice. I'd imagine that's a treble bed, not a double bed. It's huge. Lovely lights. Again, all left by the previous owner. Wonderful units. Up here, as well as the tile floors again, up here through the original net, so I can get them open, is a small terrace, which is very nice. Breakfast out here in the morning, and the view out towards the sea, which I think, again, on the GoPro you may be able to pick it up just there. It is a bit murky, a bit misty today, but this is wonderful. What more could you want? Breakfast on the balcony with a view out towards Vasto and San Salvo. Just off from the bedroom is probably the main bathroom. I know they've had the shower updated since they've moved in. That's a nice big shower. Plenty of space there. In common with a lot of houses in this part of the world, in Abruzzo, I have to be very careful where I go now, where I stand. They have a cellar or cantina, which is underneath the house. And this has got a couple of rooms, a sink, which we'll go and have a look at in a minute, and 1 or 2 other features, including a water tank. I'm going to ask the owner later why there's such a big water tank down here in the cellar. It's actually a great space down here. You've got vaulted ceilings, look, which are a lovely feature. A 500-litre water tank and a pump. I wonder why we got that. That's the old sink. Run the clothes up and down. Our wooden sleepers or beams here. It doesn't smell musty or damp. You know, it smells nice and dry. You could have a bedroom down here, and these aren't set stones, I don't think. This is just the bedrock that this house is made on. That's a stone wall, but that's the bedrock. It's been really nicely done, you know. And as I say, it doesn't smell damp. It smells great. So, Beverley, we meet our co-owner of this lovely place in Abruzzo. There's a great big tank underneath your house. Why do you have that great big tank?
In the evening, which we found out when we first bought the house, the water goes off about 7 o'clock. Couldn't work out quite why it did. So obviously asked a lot of neighbours, and they said, oh, you have a tank. So hence, looking in the cellar, oh, we have a tank, but the pump didn't work, so obviously we had to get a new pump. But now we have water all the time, so it's marvellous.
So the tank fills up during the day,
yes,
and the pump pumps the water out the tank during the night?
That's it, yes.
It's not an uncommon story in Abruzzo because, of course, water is short out here.
Well, that's it, and you've obviously got to be careful with water because it doesn't rain very often in the summer, but obviously makes up for snow and rain in the winter. So you've got to have some sort of backup, and it's about 500 litres, I think, that tank.
Something like that, yeah.
It's surprising how you get through that tank, how quickly you get through it. It's probably in about 24 hours with showering, etc., etc.
So it just shows you how much water just the two of you would use in a day.
Yeah, incredibly, a lot.
So why did you choose Gissi then?
Well, that was the fault of Vario Stick. And me and my partner were brought to Gissi and fell in love and decided there and then that we wanted a nice little place to come and stay, bring family and friends to. And not having a lot of money, we didn't want something that needed an awful lot of work doing to it, so we wanted something that we could afford to buy and also afford to do what we needed to do.
So Gissi itself, what about the people and the facilities here, bars and restaurants and things?
Well, we've made so many friends here. I mean, we bought the house in February, so we've probably been about 5 times now. And the amount of people that stop and talk to you, want to know your story, and although they don't speak very good English, you can sort of, with the help of Google, you can make yourself understood. And then you do come across a lot of people that do speak a little bit of English that have worked in the UK. And you go to the bar. We went to the bar the other night, had a few drinks, chit-chatted with some people, and then we left and everybody went, bye, ciao, ciao, ciao. So friendly. Yeah. And happy to see you, and glad that you're buying a house in Gissi. I
think it is a worry about people in Italy, but the fact that a lot of these towns are becoming depopulated, if there's such a word, and people coming in and buying and renovating houses is a big lift for them.
Yeah, I mean the mayor and the council want people to come and invest in their towns, because all the young people go to university, they want a career, they go to the local cities. They don't want to stay in Gissi anymore. And compared to the history, a lot of families bought houses and all the family was raised from grandparents to children in the house, but that doesn't happen anymore.
No. And if we look just out there, that is Vasto. You can't see it on the camera, but it is there. And just around the corner of those trees is San Salvo, 2 major cities with lots of employment prospects. So as you say, the young Italians, that's where they're going.
That's where they go, yeah. So the town is predominantly older people, retired people. Yeah. And you can go down any day of the week and they're sat talking, chatting, drinking, smoking.
No stress.
No stress, none at all. And they always wave and say hello to you. So very friendly.
Great credit to the place. Is there a market here?
Yeah. There's a market on a Monday where you can buy fruit, bags, medical things, literally a cheese stall as well, which he's very friendly on there, tells you all about the local cheeses. And quite a few shops really as well to go to. There's a supermarket, big supermarket here, and schools, I believe really good schools as well. Yeah. So, you know, it's quite thriving, Gissi, and it's if you don't want I want to get away from it all and be in the countryside, Gissi's a nice little town to come and live.
And it's only, I can see the sea, so we're not far away from the sea, and the mountains behind us. The motorway must be, 15 minutes away?
Yeah, it's about 20 minutes away. The sea's only about 25 minutes away. Yeah. We went to the beach at San Salvo the other day. Very, very warm, but it was a bit blowy. Yeah. But you get into the Adriatic Sea and it's warm. It's like getting in a bath.
Yeah, wonderful. Certainly a lot warmer than the North Sea.
Yeah, just a bit.
Well, Beverley, thanks so much for that and your insights into Gissi. How would you rate Gissi out of 10?
Oh, 11 at least.
Fantastic. And look at this weather. We're well into September. nothing but blue sky.
No.
So, this is Beverley and Variostick saying
Ciao, ciao for now.